All right, let's dive into something really interesting today. We're going to break down a project called 963.city, which is building this entire world. We're talking digital galleries, physical fashion, the whole shebang, all sprouting from a single collection of art. So, when you first hear about it, you have to ask, what even is this thing? Is it an art project? Is it some kind of metaverse? Or is it a fashion brand? Well, the answer, and this is what's so cool, is yeah, it's all three. And figuring out how they pull that off is what we're going to get into. Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this whole ecosystem, we have to start at its core, at its very heartbeat. And that all begins with the art itself, a collection they call the cubic avatars. Think of this as the source code for everything else. And that source code is built on one very specific, very important number, 963. That's it, just 963 unique paintings that serve as the creative DNA for the entire 963.city universe. But we're not just talking about typical digital paintings here. What's so unique is the blend. They start with inspiration from a classic art movement, Cubism, and then they use artificial intelligence to reinterpret and expand on it. It's this really cool fusion of human art history and machine-driven creativity. And this whole thing is pretty new. The idea was actually born back in 2021. And then by late 2022, boom, it launched on OpenSea, which, is a huge marketplace for digital collectibles, or NFTs. That's what made the art something you could actually collect and trade online. So you have these 963 digital paintings. But the question is, how do you actually experience them? It's not just about looking at a picture on your screen. No, the whole project is built around finding new, immersive ways for you to actually interact with the art. And they do this in a few really clever ways. You can actually walk through immersive VR galleries that are open all the time, 24/7. They've also gamified the whole experience with things like treasure hunts. And it's all held together by an NFT program, which is basically what defines ownership in this digital space. So, what does it really mean to own a piece of this art? Well, they've designed the process to be super simple. First, you discover a piece in the collection that you really connect with. Then, you own it by acquiring the NFT. And that digital ownership, well, think of it like a key. It's a key that unlocks all kinds of exclusive benefits and access across the whole 963 City ecosystem. And this right here, this is the central idea, the magic of the whole project. It's not just about creating a digital world. It's about building a bridge to our physical one. So the experiences you have in the metaverse, like visiting a virtual gallery, have a direct counterpart right here in our world, like wearable art. Digital ownership translates directly to physical stuff. See? It's all connected. So let's walk across that bridge, shall we? This brings us to the physical side of the ecosystem. This is where the digital art literally jumps off the screen and into our daily lives. And I love how they put it themselves. They say the goal is to, quote, translate the essence of the paintings into wearable art. So it's not just about slapping a JPG on a t-shirt, It's about capturing the whole vibe, the style, the feeling, the aesthetic. And man, have they run with this idea. We are talking a huge range of items. There are limited edition sneakers, super stylish bomber jackets and hoodies, leggings, and all kinds of accessories like tote bags, fanny packs, even custom watch bands. And every single item has that unique, AI-infused cubist style. And it doesn't just stop with your closet. They take that same artistic essence and translate it into stuff for your home. You can find everything from big area rugs and floor pillows to wall clocks, Bluetooth speakers, and, yeah, even coffee mugs. It's all designed to let you turn your own space into a kind of personal gallery. But okay, the vision for 963.city goes way beyond just the art and the products. The ultimate goal here is to build a community, a whole network of people all connected by this one creative vision. And it is a seriously ambitious vision. The name itself, 963.city, is the clue. The long-term plan is to build a global community that spans 963 cities all around the world, where each place could be a local hub for artists and creators to collaborate, all connected by this shared style. So after looking at all these different pieces, the digital art, the physical fashion, this huge global community idea, you kind of have to step back and ask, what does this all mean for the bigger picture? Because when you put it all together, you see that 963.city isn't just one thing. It's a complete ecosystem. And it stands on three main pillars. You've got the digital art at its foundation, then the immersive virtual experiences, and finally, the tangible physical products that bring that art into our world. And all of this leaves us with a really big question to chew on. Is this all-in-one model where a single creative idea can become a digital collectible, a virtual world, and a physical brand? Is this the future? Is this how we're all going to create, own, and live with art from now on? It's a fascinating thought. Thanks for digging into it with me.